In grandma room, grandma, did you talk about young medicine on the trip? Lily loaded no without thinking. Grandma, think I'd answer. Lily, I'm sure grandma, she was so busy answering upper bombard question, she didn't even get time to eat properly. Grandma, now tell me. Lily, yeah, she told she spoke with Arya about the medicine at the time of the trip. Grandma, I think she doesn't want to oppose Scott directly. That's why she did through Arya. Lily was speechless. Grandma, I have one more doubt too. Lily, what, grandma? Grandma, you knew something about Scott, or else she would not have stopped the medicine right after her marriage. Lily, that means Arya would have also known something about brother-in-law. Grandma, yes, said thoughtfully. Lily, then I will also watch brother-in-law closely from here on. Grandma, do it. Keep it in your mind. We are responsible for you to protect from every hindrance. Lily nodded okay. On the other side, Scott was frustrated like hell. He had no idea why Grandma completely opposed him all of a sudden. That irritated him more. Ara also looking moody. It seemed Kim Woman won't listen to his words anymore. What will he do if they started acting going against him? Scott was scared and also furious. Everything was happening because of you. She was the reason for his present condition. How brutally she took over the medicine responsibility in her hand and stopped giving it to Taehyung. Let's see how she would have make a place in Taehyung's heart. It would never happen until he was there. She would get to know that consequence of cheating on Scott, he thought. Taehyung room. Taehyung didn't get sleep. The boy's was aching in his head and didn't let him sleep. He sat on the bed. He didn't like to be sitting in his room. He wondered, as his family members who always overreact to simple things hadn't come to his room yet. He wanted to go out of the room. He might get a glimpse of you. He came out. Living room. At the same time, Harley read the message sent by Arya and opened the door for Arya. As there was no one in the living room, Arya asked Harley, Arya, where is you? Harley, she's in her room. That was when they saw you going to the kitchen. Arya rushed to you and stopped you going in front of you. You, brother, you, Arya, clutching your hand, Arya pulled you to the kitchen. They had no idea. Someone widened his eyes in shock. Seeing Arya dragging you, the person was none other than Taehyung. He was dumbfounded. What was happening there? Wasn't Arya supposed to meet him first? Here he just got recovered from the coma, and this Arya rushed behind you, not caring about meeting him. He walked to the kitchen irritatingly. In kitchen, you, brother, Tay got his memory back. Arya, Lily told me everything. Be careful with Scott. Very soon we will tell Kim Taehyung everything. You, brother, I want one more help from you. Arya, anything for you. Arya, anything for you. You, I want to know about the details of Jim. Arya, leave it to me. I will send you all the details about Jim. Harley saw Taehyung coming and he alerted them. Harley, Taehyung brother is coming, said in a low tone. They became silent. Taehyung came and stood with a stern expression. In no time, Mara rushed to Taehyung and hugged him emotionally. Taehyung respected him, even though he had a question to ask him. Arya, glad to see you fully fit, Kim, Taehyung said, emotionally changing the topic. Taehyung, will you become emotional only after seeing me in front of you? Asked, breaking the hug. Arya and you got up. They didn't know. Taehyung noticed him coming to the kitchen. Taehyung, what are you doing here? Arya, what are you asking him, Taehyung? Obviously, I am here to meet you. Taehyung, who told you I will be in the kitchen? Taehyung crossed his hand on his chest. Arya looked at you and said nothing. Taehyung, I thought you would come to my room to meet me first. Arya, my head is blasting, That's why I came to the kitchen to ask for tea from you. You prepare very good tea, Taehyung, how do you know about her tea? Asked another question. Arya, she give me tea whenever I come here. Am I right? You nodded us with a smile. That made Taehyung annoyed. You smiled at Arya. Then why did you talk with him nervously? Taehyung, how many times did you come to Kim Mansion after you came here? Arya, I came to Kim Mansion 3 or 4 times to get a signature from Ara. Taehyung went, within 3 or 4 times, how did they become close to this extent that he could even clutch her hand? They were conversing and Yu was nearly admiring Taehyung. No matter whether Taehyung was in sense or not, he always questioning. No different, but how different his attitude became, how stylish he was. Arya, I've been had breakfast made by you one time. Taehyung turned towards you and got stuck seeing lost in him. Arya, you. Arya called and you jugged. Arya gestured you to look at Taehyung. You shifted your eyes somewhere, gulping now. Taehyung mind, what happened to her? Why did she change her gaze immediately when I looked at her? Taehyung, did you cook? But why? You are a guest here. Arya, it is because you cook well. Arya grinned. Taehyung frowned. Taehyung mind, this never happened before. Why did Kim let her cook? Arya, what are you thinking, Kim Taehyung? Taehyung, nothing, let's go. Taehyung walked out. Arya, bring us tea. You. Arya followed Taehyung, gesture for you to bring tea. You nodded okay. Arya came to Taehyung room following him. Taehyung room. Taehyung, do you know you before? Arya got struck again. It was obvious to get this out, seeing them talking casually. Arya, yeah, I know her. She's Lily's friend after all. Taehyung, Lily is my sister, but I don't know her friend. But you, how? Arya, she came to Kim office with Lily once. Taehyung, after my accident? Arya, no, before your accident. Taehyung, did she come to Kim office before my accident? Asked unbelievably. Arya, yes, with Lily, exactly a day before your accident. Taehyung, what was I doing that time? Arya, you were in your cabin. Lily came to your cabin to get your credit card to go shopping. Taehyung, why didn't you come to my cabin with Lily? Arya, don't I know? You won't like anyone entering your cabin unnecessarily, so I asked her not to go to your cabin. Taehyung rolled his eyes. They saw you knocking on the door, having a tea tray in your hand. Arya, come in, you said before Taehyung said. You walked in but didn't look at Taehyung. You served it to them. Arya sipped it. Arya, hummed you for your tea. Anyone can travel miles, said dreamily. You again smiled and was about to go. Taehyung, you called you. You looked at him bewildered. Taehyung, you were talking with Arya about gym, right? You looked at Arya and then again at Taehyung. You nodded yes. Taehyung, Arya is busy man. Until I start going to Kim office, he will be busier. So if you want to know anything about the gym, just ask me. You looked at Arya, who was gazing at Taehyung unbelievably. You nodded okay. Arya, you don't hesitate to ask him. It is not easy to get Kim Taehyung's time. You are so lucky, said smilingly. You nodded okay smilingly and left. Taehyung, I just can't understand one thing, said frowning. Arya, what? Taehyung, why does she smile only at you and why she is rigid towards me? Arya sparkled. That was not Taehyung's style of question, but he could not come to the conclusion right away. Arya, she is an easy-going girl, but she is nervous with you, I suppose. Taehyung, but why? Arya, you are Kim Taehyung after all. Taehyung, I am Kim Taehyung, not a ghost. Arya, yeah, you are not. But why are you bothering about her smile? Taehyung got stuck. Taehyung, I don't know why I feel weird. Arya, are you alright, Taehyung? Asked him worriedly. Taehyung, I don't know. I can't say anything. I don't know what I feel. Arya, relax, Taehyung. Please don't stress yourself. Keep your mind calm. Taehyung sipped the tea. Arya, actually, you became close to me when we went to Jeju, said, reading his expression. Taehyung looked at him shockingly. Taehyung, what? Did you go to Jeju? Arya, don't ask me about it, Taehyung. I was born and brought to Sohel, but I got a chance to visit the Jeju only because of you. She and Lily want to go to Jeju. Ara was not ready to send them alone, so I went escorting them. Taehyung, I just can't believe this. Arya, why? Taehyung, I was in coma stage and you were roaming around Jeju with girls. I thought you must have been busier like hell. Arya, of course I was. That's why I needed a break. Taehyung, oh really? I never thought of taking a break. Arya, working without a break isn't advisable, him Taehyung. You also visit the Jujutsu if you get time. Will give you a pleasant feeling. Should agree it worth visiting. Taehyung, leave it. Did you get anything about who hit me? Arya nodded no, feeling helpless. Arya, those who hit you ran, leaving you there itself. Could you identify them? Taehyung, yeah, sure. Arya, then I will call the commissioner to take the case further. Taehyung, I wonder, why didn't they kill me? Why would they leave me alive? Arya, there are many questions in this matter, Taehyung. We couldn't find the answer without your help. As you come back, I think we can do it now. Taehyung nodded yes. Arya, I am leaving. Taehyung, okay. Taehyung stood up. Arya, where are you coming, Taehyung? Taehyung, I am bored sitting here. Arya, in one day. It seems you will come to the office soon. Taehyung, yeah, I will. They came out. In living room, Arya again walked in the kitchen direction. Taehyung, where are you going? Arya, to bid bye to you. Without meeting her, how could I leave? He went to the kitchen and Taehyung rolled his eyes. In kitchen, Arya, I am leaving. You nodded okay. Arya, do one thing, you what? Arya, don't address my brother in front of Taehyung. But why? Arya, just do it. I will call you later. He rushed out. You frowned. Why did Arya want not to call him brother? In living room, thinking about that, you came out and banged with Taehyung. You hissed as your hair got stuck with his set button, but Taehyung looked lost, smelling your hair oil, the same smell of his room's pillow. Taehyung stood getting thunderstruck. The smell from his pillow was used hair oil smell, or what? Does someone from his family use the same oil? But the much he know, no one from his family used to apply hair oil on their hair. You pull your head, and again hissed. That brought him to reality. Taehyung, wait. He slowly removed your hair from his shed button. I am sorry. I didn't notice you coming, said hesitatingly. Taehyung nodded his head. Taehyung, Harley, Taehyung shouted, making you jerk. Harley rushed out of the kitchen. Taehyung, come to my room. He walked to his room, all the way looking at you. Scott came to living room, hearing Taehyung's high tone of voice, and followed them. Taehyung's room. Coming to his room, Taehyung looked at Harley. Harley, yes, Taehyung brother. Taking his pillow, Taehyung handed it to Harley. Taehyung, what the smell is this? Harley smiled inwardly as his stick worked. He supposed. Harley inhaled it and said, Harley, washing soap smell. Taking another pillow, he extended it but didn't give it to Harley. Taehyung, and this one? Harley inhaled it and nodded his head. Harley, I don't know. Taehyung, but I know. Harley got stuck. Like really? Taehyung, this is you hair oil smell. Harley, oh, but how do you know? Taehyung, just now I got to know that when she banged on me. Harley, oh. Taehyung, how this pillow smell the same? Did she use my pillow? Harry answered shocked Taehyung to the core. Harley, no, Taehyung brother, she stayed in your room. Taehyung, what? You stayed in my room? Before Harley said anything, Scott, who followed them, did. Scott, for one day she stayed in your room, Taehyung. Taehyung frowned. Harley was annoyed hearing that. Scott, actually the guest room had a diner problem. That was why we made her stay here. Scott coughed. Taehyung drank his eyes with a deep thought. Scott, she is our guest after all. Scott added. Taehyung, but she is deadly friend. Instead of making us stay in Lily room, why did you guys make us stay in my room? Asked the $1,000,000 question. Scott was thunderstruck. How did he forget you was Lily friend? Scott, did you know Lily is privacy freak? That's why we asked her to shift to your room. Taehyung was not satisfied with his answer. He thought he was missing something. He knew his family, they knew very well he won't like if anyone used these things. Then how could they let a girl who was completely a stranger to the family stay in his room? So what if it was for one day? Scott, Harley, remove the pillow cover. Taehyung, that's okay, you go, said Trendy. Scott, no Taehyung, I want to take bath. I feel uneasy. Scott nodded okay. Both of them come out of the room. Taking a towel, Taehyung walked to the washroom. Outside, Scott waited for him to lock the door and glared at Harley. Scott, didn't I ask you to remove all you think from the young room? Harley, of course I removed all you sister-in-law things right away. Scott, then why didn't you remove the pillow cover? Harley, just the previous day only you sister-in-law changed it, that's why. Scott, why did you tell Taehyung that you stayed here? Harley, what else could I say when he got to know the truth? Scott, you should have said I don't know. Harley, I will tell him I don't know from here on, said like a good guy. Scott led the place steadily. Harley followed him, controlling his winning streak. Finally, Taehyung had little doubt about your presence in this house. Meanwhile, in garden, Arya was waiting for Lily outside Kim mansion. She came to him smiling. Lily, why did you call me Arya? Arya, how much do you love me? Lily, what question is this, Arya? Don't you know how much I love you? Arya, okay, how much do you trust me? Lily, I love you, that means I trust you as much as I love you. Arya, what will you do if anyone tell you that I and you have a relation? Lily, I will kill that, she said, gritting her teeth. Arya, will you be strong in your stand? Lily, why are you asking such an idiotic question? Arya, someone may try to fill your ears, that's why. Lily understood that he was talking about Scott, yet she asked, Lily, whom are you talking about? Arya, let it be a man. I want you to trust me. Lily, I trust you. That was when Arya got a call on his mobile. He saw the name Harley flashing. Arya attended it. Harley, Arya brother. Arya, tell me. Harley, I have sowed a doubt in the young brother heart. Arya, how? Harley told him what happened a few minutes ago. Arya chuckled. Arya, you had done a very good job. Keep updating. Harley sure. Harley discussed the call. Arya thought for a while, recalling what Harley just told him. Arya, I want you to do one thing for me, Lily. Lily, I will do anything for you. Arya, listen to me. Lily nodded as Arya narrated what she had to do. Lily agreed to it without a single question. Lily, done. Arya, tell me his reaction. Lily, okay. Lily went back to Kim mansion and Arya left the place. In the meanwhile, Taehyung room. Taehyung came to the washroom with confusion. Whatever Scott did, he didn't suit the situation. He removed a cloth and threw it under the shower. He started applying soap and his hand got stuck when he touched his shoulder. He felt his skin rough at the particular place. Turning toward the mirror, he gave a look and his eyes shrank, seeing a bite mark. He walked close to the mirror and caressed the mark. Taehyung, bite mark? But how? Who bite me? Why should anyone bite me when I was in the coma? He stood looking at the mark. Taehyung, why do I think something weird in my mind? Why does everything seem different? Am I missing anything? Who I could ask, what if anyone knew nothing about it? I was in the hospital. Then how do they know? Something wrong might have happened in the hospital. Maybe. Finishing his bath, he came out dressing up. In Ara room, Taehyung came to Ara room. She smiled at him. Taehyung walked in. Ara, Taehyung, do you want something? Taehyung, nothing, sister. Where is brother-in-law? Ara, he just went to meet his client. Taehyung, oh, I just came here to know about my medical condition. Ara, you are alright, Taehyung. Taehyung, doesn't the doctor give any instructions? Ara, he asked us to take care of you and you don't stress yourself. Taehyung, I should have faced heavy blood loss, right? Ara, you did, cutting her. Taehyung, I lost blood. I was in coma and lived with medical support. Yet, why don't I feel tired but feel fit and fine? How? Ara was speechless. Taehyung, is the medical field improved that much? Ara caught his point. Ara, Taehyung, it's improved unimaginably. Taehyung, where did you see me after the accident? Who admitted me to the hospital? Arya admitted you to the hospital. He reached the place with your men and they ran from the place. Seeing Arya, we are broken down when we saw you in the ICU. Taehyung, leave it, sister. Actually, I came to tell you that I would like to go to the office. Ara, what? No way, you are just recovered. Taehyung, I recovered, sister. Ara, no, Taehyung, I won't allow you to go to the office soon. Taehyung, sister. Ara, stay at home for at last 1 week. Taehyung, 1 week, sister, please. Ara, I have been arranging a prayer. You can go to the office after that. Please, please. Taehyung rolled his eye. Taehyung, sister. Ara, please, Taehyung. Taehyung, when is the prayer? Ara, in 2 days. Taehyung, okay. I will go to the office after the prayer. Ara nodded okay cheerfully. In living room, Taehyung came out of the room. He wanted to ask Ara about the white mark, yet he didn't want to make her guilty. His mind wheeled in many thoughts. Nothing seemed right for him. He saw you and Lily sitting in the living room. Of course, Lily was waiting for Taehyung to come out of the room to implement what Arya wanted her to do. She saw him coming. She turned towards you. Lily, you please come to my room and stay with me. You looked at her wondering. You, why Lily? Lily, we never got a chance to be together before. That's why. Come to my room, you. Lily intentionally said that Taehyung to hear. You, I too wanted to be with you, Lily, but what to do? Our circumstance was like that, Lily. But now you are free. I mean, instead of staying in the guest room, stay with me in my room. You, okay, okay, don't plead. I will stay in your room today. Lily, thank you, sweetheart. Lily hugged you. Taehyung was standing there listening to their talks. Don't Scott say Lily was a privacy freak? That was why they made you stay in his room. But Lily's statement was completely conflicting with Scott's. She said they never got a chance to be together. Grandma said you were staying in Kim Mansion for 1 month. Then why didn't they get a chance to be together? Lily could have taken you to your room instead of making you stay in my room when the dining problem arose. He was confused. Something was terribly wrong. Taehyung's mind corroded with a lot of doubts after hearing Lily and you talk. There was a lot of conflicts in his family member statement. He wanted to know the real reason of you stay in this room and he didn't find them true. He was lost in them. Suddenly he sensed a strong gaze on him. He looked in the direction and saw you turn your face opposite to him. He walked looking at you. In that he didn't notice the tea table edge that was sweeping a little out. He banged on it with his toe. You, you rushed to him and rubbed his toe, kneeling in front of him. You, are you hurt? Taehyung was looking at you without answering. You looked up and got stuck. You stood up with hesitation. You was embarrassed. Taehyung didn't know what he felt in his heart. Why did you react the way when his own sister was standing doing nothing and something hit his mind? Taehyung, what do you call me? Asked, shaking his eyes. You looked at him and said, said in low tone. Taehyung gulped down hot tea and nervousness occupied his mind. He felt something in his heart. He went to his room immediately and didn't want to go with her. His room, Taehyung room. He sat on the recliner and closed his eyes. Was the voice that echoed in his mind you? He was not sure because your voice not as loud as the voice that ringing in his head. You didn't call him loudly, but he wanted to find it out. But how? Will you tell him if he questioned you? Why did it feel like everyone was hiding something from him? Why did his own family was looking straight into him? At the same time, why did his heart feel concerned with you? But what Ganeshan? Did he feel like that just because he met you once? No way, he was not satisfied with his answer. He decided what to do. He walked out. He saw still you was living in the room. He made sure you noticed him. He stood in the middle of the staircase, pressing his head. So of course, as he expected, you was horrified. Taehyung acted like losing his balance and was about to fall down. You rushed to him, forgetting everything. Taehyung's 100% showed that the voice that echoed in his mind was yours. But why your voice was echoing in his head? Was you there when somebody hit him? But how did you know his name at the time? He didn't get anything. In living room, composing himself, Taehyung got down the stairs, waving as if he could not stand straight. You gripped his shoulder and made him lean on you. You, Tae, what happened to you? Are you alright? Hey God, you made him sit on the couch and rushed to the water jug. There was no water in the jug. You rushed to the kitchen. Taehyung sensed something under his tie. He removed it and it was a mobile. He was about to keep it down. The mobile got unlocked with his fingerprint. He froze with confusion. Whose mobile was that? He locked the mobile and was about to unlock it again. He heard your step. He leaned on the couch, closing his eyes and kept the mobile down. You sprinkled water on his face. Taehyung opened his eyes slowly. You made him drink water, and Taehyung didn't deny. He drank all the way, looking at you. Are you alright? Asked worriedly. Taehyung nodded as he saw relief in your face. He stood up from the couch. Tae, please sit for a while. Taehyung, it's okay. He walked upstairs slowly. He sensed you following him. Taehyung, what? You don't know. Taehyung, why are you following me? You are not feeling well. Taehyung, so you just making sure you have reached your room safely. Taehyung, why are you worrying for me? You got stuck. You just thought to help you. Taehyung, I don't want your help. I will go. Stood hesitating. Taehyung, go. You to go, Tae. Taehyung going. Coming inside the room, Taehyung closed the door. You didn't relief and left the place. Taehyung room, but Taehyung lost his peace completely. Who was this girl? Why did you become worried with seeing him saving? So what if he fell down? The way you held him, the way you made him lean on your shoulder, the way you cared for him, everything confused him. And whose mobile was that? How did it unlock with his fingerprint? He was getting mad. Time skips night. That day went full of thoughts and confusion for Taehyung. He didn't get any sleep that night but toasted on the bed. He took the body jug and it was empty. Taking it, he came out of the room, not making a noise. In living room, after drinking water, he filled the jug and walked back to his room. He stopped seeing a dim light in the grilled room. Taehyung, what light is that? Murmuring within, Taehyung moved towards the room with slow steps. At a grilled room, he frowned. Seeing you in the room, you were sitting in the corner looking at your mobile. You were crying. He could see through the mobile light. He felt heaviness in his heart seeing your tears. But why was you crying? You scrolled the mobile and suddenly you smiled. The very next second you cried again, hugging the phone close to your chest. Though Taehyung could not understand anything, he could feel good. Don't know why. He intentionally stood there to know what did you do when you saw him. You circled your knees and buried your face in them. Taehyung called you in a very low tone. You jerked and looked here and there, wiping your face with your shovel. As Taehyung was standing in the darkest place, you could not find him. You signed wearily, keeping your palm on your face. You thought it was your imagination. Taehyung again called you. You stood up from the phone and turned the mobile touch on. You raised your mobile and saw Taehyung standing looking at you. You pulled down your hand immediately as you became nervous. Taehyung might question you. You didn't know what question he would ask. Wiping your face, you came out. You sensed Taehyung's strong gaze on you. Taehyung was observing you, whether you would talk to him or not. Taehyung, do you sleep? Taehyung, I too want to ask you the same question. I didn't get sleep, that's why cutting you. Taehyung, crying? You crying me? No, not at all. You tried to manage. Taehyung, I saw you crying instantly. Oh, that one. Something went to my eyes. Taehyung frowned. Why did you lie? Maybe it was about your personal problem. He walked to his room. You were standing there until he went inside his room. You bite your lip to control the soap and rushed to the living room. You stored in the living room that day as you promised. Time skips the next day in living room. Everyone was shocked seeing Taehyung, who was in three-piece suit. He was fully ready to go somewhere. His eyes were observing you face, who was more shocked than anyone. Grandma, Taehyung, where are you going? Taehyung, I am going to Kim office, Grandma. Hara, what? But you said you will be at home until the prayer? Taehyung, yes, sister. Just for an hour. I can't be sitting at home. Hara, why are you doing this, Taehyung? Your head is hot. You have to be resting. Taehyung, I will be back in an hour, sister. Hara, but what necessary? Taehyung, I want to let the world know that I am still alive. Hara sighed. Hara, but you can do that after 2 days. Too. Taehyung, I have already lost 6 months, sister. Don't know in what condition Kim office is. Hara, Arya is there, Taehyung. Taehyung, I am also here. It's him. Taehyung was not ready to listen to anyone. Ara, please don't drive the car. Take driver with you. Taehyung, sister, please stop overreacting. I'm alright. You wanted to say, but you felt dizzy last evening. But you didn't know how Taehyung would react to it. What if he got angry? So he kept silent. Taehyung, will you give me breakfast or not? In dining room, taking a bowl, you served him pancake. Seeing pancakes, Taehyung raised his eyes and looked at you. Who was looking at his plate? He ate it, and it tasted exactly like a pancake. It would not have tasted like that if it had been prepared by Harley. He saw Harley coming with a jug juicer. Taehyung, Harley, he called. Harley, yes, Taehyung, pancakes are fantastic. Harley, you ma'am, pancakes are fantastic. Harley repeated. Taehyung looked at him. Harley, she is the one who prepared it. Harley left the place. You spilled a smile. Taehyung, I wonder, how are you guys letting a guest cook at our home? Grandma, she is bored, Taehyung. That's why only you is one among us we think as that. Taehyung, thank you for the pancake. You nodded your head slightly. Taehyung, you too sit and eat. You can cook if you are bored. It doesn't mean you should serve. You sat gulping down. Taehyung left the place. Ara dialed Ara and told him that Taehyung was coming to Kim office. Arya got alert and ready to welcome Taehyung. He got Taehyung down the car towards Kim office. He pressed the brake as the signal changed into red. He sighed literally as the signal time showed 85 seconds. Taehyung man, it seemed everything changed. The signal timing was only 45 seconds 6 months ago. There was a car shop next to his. The man in the passenger seat of the next car lowered his car window and waved his hand at Taehyung. Taehyung looked at him painfully. Man, how are you, hero? Taehyung looked behind and then at the man with confusion. Man, I am asking you only. Taehyung, me? Man, yeah, have you forgotten me? Taehyung didn't know who the man was. Man, we met in Jeju. The man said excitedly, making Taehyung more confused.